You may need to watch this video more than once. It is your job to make sure that you are understanding what I am teaching you in this video. Subtraction with 4-digit numbers. You can see that both numbers here have got 4 digits in them. 5, 0, 2, 3. Minus or subtract 3, 1, 8, 1. It is important when we are using this method, this column method, that we draw in the lines to tell us which numbers fit in to each one. So 3 is a unit and it fits into the unit column. 2 is a 10, it's 20, it fits into the tens column. 0, there are no hundreds in this number, so we put the 0 to say to us that there are no hundreds. It's like a place marker or a bookmarker in a book. And 5 is the 1,000, and it is in the units column of the thousands house. The same applies for this number here. The 1 is in the units column. The 10 is 8, or 80 goes in the tens column. There is 100, and there are 3 units in the thousands house. The colors: green for units, blue for tens, red for hundreds. I am using a colored pen so you can see what I'm going to do. So we start always on the right hand side. We start in the units column. 3 minus 1 is 2. Now over here we've got 2 and we have to take from it 8. Well, that is not possible. That is really not possible. You can't get 8 out of 2. So what we have to do is we've got to move to the next column, to the hundreds column, to see if we can borrow something from the hundreds column. Well, sorry for us, we can't, because there are no hundreds in the hundreds column. So then we need to carry on further. We then go to this space over here. It is the units column of the thousands house, and there is 5. So we're saying, well, can we please borrow one of your units? And we cross it out and we put a 4 because now there's 1 less, and that 1 can't skip. It has to go to this column here. So from there it goes to the hundreds column. Now we've got to borrow from here, the hundreds column. So we cross out, we're borrowing 1. We put a 9, because if we take 1 away from 10, we're going to get 9. And that extra 1 that we're borrowing goes into the tens column. So we now have got 12 in the tens column. 12 subtract 8, or taking 8 away from 12, and we get 4. So we finished with the units column, we finished with the tens column. We now move on to the hundreds column. I now have 9 in my hundreds column. I got that because Mr. 10 had to borrow from the units of the thousands house. So we have 9 minus 1, and that's going to be 8. And then 4 units minus 3 units, or take away 3 from 4, and our answer is going to be 1. We are left with 1. So that is our answer. It is the same principle as we used for subtracting 2 digits and 3 digits. We start on the right hand side and you move systematically. Once you've finished the units column, you move to the tens column. Once you finish the tens column, you move to the hundreds column. Once you finish the hundreds column, you move to the units column. So there is a systematic approach to subtracting in lines and columns like this. Make sure that you draw in all the lines that you're required to. It helps keep numbers in their actual place and stops us from confusing our mind.